Right, starting with this TurboCAD program, what we're going to do is we start out with our mouse over here. We go up to where it says File up there, and when you've clicked on that file up there, it drops down a little thing that'll have a new thing on it. I'm maybe just going to close that and do this. So you go to File up there, click on that, click on New, go across to New from Template, okay? And you can come down here to where it says Normal Metric. Press OK, and that should give you a screen. There you go, and you can see how it changes to a nice piece of paper there, and that is going to have metric units. What are metric units? Millimeters, okay? Metric, we are dealing with millimeters. If you look up over here, you'll see over here you've got 0 millimeters, 100 millimeters, 200 millimeters, etc., going across at the top there. All right, so if I wind my mouse a little bit, you can see that I just extended you can see the 0 millimeters going to 100 millimeters, it's just a little bit more. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see I'm going to have a lot more. So what I'm looking at over here on my piece of paper, it says 0 millimeters there, it says 1000 millimeters over there. So in real time, that would be 1 meter going across from that point to that point on the page. All right, so we're just going to zoom in a little bit there. Right, okay. What I want to do is to draw some lines. If I come along here and I just click on this line over here, you'll see it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 little windows down there, and it says line. If I click on that, click on the page, and I can draw a line anywhere on the page. Click on the page, click on the page. You can draw a whole bunch of lines. All right. Obviously, I don't really want all of those lines. I'm going to just delete them. The best way of deleting a line, you just go Control Z if that was the last line that you did, and then Control Z and Control Z, and you can delete lines as you are going. So Control Z, maybe make a note of that, write it down somewhere so that you know how to delete a line. Right, okay, the thing is that line is being drawn at a silly value of 0 millimeters, okay, so it's too thin, and I need to have a whole bunch of lines that are going to be useful to me on a drawing. So you're going to go in here, go in over there to that little stack of papers, just up at the top over here, and we're going to create some line types. You'll see that it's got 0 up at the top there. We're going to leave that one. It then comes down over here, it says dimensions. We're going to leave that one. And the next one, I'm going to right click, okay, say new layer, and then you can write in outline, O-U-T-L-I-N-E. Right, outline, press OK. You're going to change the color of that line by clicking on that little block over there. I like to come down over here to where it says medium slate blue. It just is a very nice color to use. I then come across here, you can see that the line that is being used is a straight line. The next little block that is in line there, it says 0 millimeters. Now I want a 0.5 millimeter line. Okay, 0.5 millimeter line. And once I've done that, I go in here again, I go right click, new layer. The next one that I want is centerline, C-E-N-T-E-R-L-I-N-E. You know how to type, I hope. Okay. That I'm going to change to this nice little cherry red over here. And I'm going to come in over here to that line. You can see that they've given you a whole lot of line types over here. What is a center line? What does that look like? Long dash, short dash, you've heard me on my videos, long dash, short dash, so there we go, long dash, short dash over there. You can leave that at 0 millimeters. It comes out on the prints just looking perfect, so leave it at 0 millimeters. Right, the next line, what's the next line that I would want? New layer, tell me, what else? Okay, we've already got a construction line, and I'll show you that now when we start on this thing. Don't worry about that. What's another type of line that I want to be able to see on my drawing? Hidden detail, thank you. Hidden, H-I-D-D-E-N. Okay, D-E-T-A-I-L. Hidden detail, okay, and we come in over here. I'm going to change that. I like this blue over here. and I'm going to change that to, what is that? It is dash, 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 dash. And you can change that. I like to change that to a 0.2 millimeter line, and there we go. We've got a whole bunch of line types that actually make some sort of sense. Right, once I've done that, I can close that down. And now I'm going to come up over here, and I'm going to go to this thing that says black, and you click on that. And you come down here to this little stack of papers over here, and you click on that, and now it says by layer. Go to this line over here, go down to where it says by layer, click on by layer. Go over there, go down to where it says by layer. Go to where it says pen, go down to that little stack of papers over there, and click on that, and it says by layer. This one over here, don't worry about that, that's for the hatching. And now you have got a whole bunch of lines that you can use. We're going to be doing this drawing now that we've got our line types all sorted out. I want to show you how to draw using construction lines first of all, and then to be able to draw this thing out and then be able to mirror it, which means that I'm only going to draw this half of it or that half of it, and then I'm going to mirror it around so that I'm not drawing everything all at once. Right, okay, so let's just have a look at these lines that I've got over here. I'm going to come in over here, and if you come down, there's an arrow, then there's a funny little arrow with a squiggly line, and then you've got this thing that says angular construction. All right, now what you're going to do there is you're going to push it a nice long left click, and it opens up this whole palette of lines that you can choose from. You've got a vertical construction line, which I can move around on the board, and I can click on that, and you should hopefully be able to see a line that I've drawn down there. I then come in over here, and I can draw in a horizontal construction line. Right, once I've got those two construction lines in place, I can then start playing quite nicely, getting all of these measurements on this thing onto the drawing. I'm just going to move that over a little bit more so that you can see the measurements and see the progression that I take here. Right, I need to work out from that center. It says that it's 40 millimeters, so half of that 40 is going to be 20. So I click on that construction line palette, nice long left click to open up this palette. I come across here to where it says parallel construction line. I click on that. I want to come down to the bottom over here where it says offset. It should have a little lock there. I want you to lock that, okay? On yours, it'll probably be open at the moment. I want you to lock it. It should go red, okay? Once you've done that, you then press tab on your keyboard, okay? By pressing tab, it is going to highlight that little block down at the bottom there, and now I'm going to type in 20. Press enter, and then I come across to this line in the center over here, and I'm going to go click, and note the little line. It can either be on this side or that side, and that is 20 millimeters away from that center line. I click on the right hand side over here, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. All right, can you see that? I'm zooming in there, and that distance from there to there on my big piece of paper on my computer is 20 millimeters. Right, the next distance that I want over here, it says 70 millimeters going across from there to there. That means that I want 35 millimeters from that center line coming out. All right, so I'm going to press tab again. Can you see highlighting that little offset story? And I write in 35, press enter on the keyboard. I go into my center line over here, click on that, and that is now 35 millimeters away from there. Right. My next story over here, it says that I need to move up 15 millimeters over here. So I'm going to go tab, 15, enter, come to that horizontal line, click on that, and that now is 15 millimeters over there. I now say tab, 25, enter, go to that point over there and click. I've now done that measurement of 25 going up there. I now need that 10 millimeters over there, so I say tab 10, enter, click over there, and you can see I've now got all of those measurements going up. I've got some measurements going across, and it seems as though I'm missing a dimension over here. showing me what that is. I'm going to just say that that little measurement over here, I'm going to make it 5 millimeters. So I'm going to say tab 5 millimeters, enter, click on there, and there's my 5 millimeters. Right. You can see I've basically got all the construction lines that I need. There's another little 10 millimeters coming across over there. Let me do that. Tab 10 at the top over here. I'm just going to go click, and I now have the construction lines that I can start drawing this part in quite easily. Right, let's go in. I'm going to come down from the construction lines, and I go to the line over there. If I give it a nice long click, you'll see that it gives me a whole lot of options here as to what my lines are going to be. I'm going to click on this very first one that says line, just give that a left click there, and I'm going to come in over here. Now, at the moment, if I go down to the bottom of my board, it has snap, all right? You can see that little part just down there, it says snap, click on that, and if your machine has been set up, it'll start snatching the intersections of these lines. You can see it sort of it latches onto that. If I click on there, move it across, click on there, 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 go up, click on there, click on there, go across, click on there, go up. And you can see I'm drawing lines as I would with a pencil. Click on there, click on there, and I've basically got all of those lines done. Right, I would like you guys just to try that. I've got another line that I'm going to need to draw in over here, and I'll do that in the next video. So I'm going to be looking at getting the snap settings. I see a couple of you don't know how to get that right. You go up to the top over here where it says modes. You're going to left click on that. Come down over here where it says snaps. Okay, modes, snaps. Come all the way down to the bottom over here where it says snap options. Click on that. And then I want you to click on certain things over here. It says show magnetic point and auxiliary lines. Click on that. Use mouse position if required, where snaps are not found. Click on that. Come down over here. It says vertex, middle point, center, and intersection. Come down to the bottom over here where it says apparent intersection. So all of those little ones have been ticked. Apparent intersection, intersection, center, middle point, vertex. Use mouse position if required, and show magnetic point and auxiliary lines. Nothing else should be ticked, just leave it like that and press OK. If you've got that and you're going to draw a line, you should find that drawing the line, nice long left click on the line, click on the line, go into the point, and you'll see that that should snap onto that if this little thing down at the bottom that says snap has been highlighted. Click on that, click on that, click on that, click on that, come across here, click there, click, oops, Control Z. If you make a mistake, just Control Z, click there, click there, click there, go in 10, click there, 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 there, click there, and click there. Right, there we go. That is everything done according to that little drawing that we had to that particular point. What I need to do now is I want to get rid of all these construction lines. It's getting a little bit too complicated. So what I'm going to do is to go up here to where it says edit. I click on that, come down to where it says clear. If you come down here and you clicked on all, you would delete everything that you've done. If I only want to delete one particular construction line, I can click on that one that says construction, and then I go to a particular construction line that I don't want, and I click on it to remove it. Or what I'm really wanting to do now is to remove all the construction lines. So I'm going to go edit, clear, all constructions, and I now have that drawn with no construction lines on it. Right, once I've done that, I can now start drawing that angled line that we saw earlier. I think it has a 45-degree angle on it. I'm going to go with that idea. If it's a 45-degree angle, I'm going to go in here to my angular construction line. I'm going to click on that. I go to that little corner over there. I'm going to click on that. And I'm now going to come down to the bottom here where it says slant. I want you to press tab and you say 45 degrees. And you'll see that that line goes to a 45-degree angle. Press enter and press escape. All right, enter and escape. And basically, I now have that line drawn at the 45-degree line distance that I need.